This little mermaid has swum to us from the vaults. We are starting with looking through the Marvellous Mermaids book and then rolling into a mermaid prompt that is body of water. And this is my response. Enjoy. What I'm going to create with today, I'm thinking, is watercolor, which is the perfect art supply for me when I'm feeling like this, super inspired, but I'm a bit fizzy. Like my mind is very busy and I'm excited, I'm super happy. And oh, I'm already loving her. Is that too light for you? Hopefully you can see that. And let's get some just hair. So she's just gently floating along, and watercolor's a terrific one for me to just reconnect to myself, because I'm floating about 40,000 feet off the air. I'm all hyper excited about mermaid, talking to you guys. Egypt. It's going to be a while before I can travel, I think. Because yeah, I might be able to leave Australia, but I like coming back. I think you'd have to do 4 weeks in quarantine, which if that can be avoided, I think that would be a better thing. So I'm going to bring her shoulder out. So she's tipping her chin down and she's sort of quietly, she's feeling quieter than I am. Oh, and she looks like me actually. I just have to add like a big pimple on her chin. That would be perfect. And I've got a new setup in my office, which I'm not in my office, I'm in my art studio, 2 different spots, although I can do art in my office. And I've got whiteboards, 3 whiteboards along the wall, so I can plan everything out. And I've got to say, I haven't felt that way because I have my little, if you've been here, you know, my little dog was so ill, and it's taken me a long time to get over that, get my energy back, you know. You know, it's a proper grieving process. And I feel like I knew when I wanted to get organising again that I'm just feeling better, closer to my self. And I had such a busy year last year with tinsel, but I was also finishing a book and doing the mermaid book, and it was just a big, awesome year. But you know, also had some little dramas in there too, just you know, my personal things. But all of these things, you know, as artists, as you know, it's all personal. What else is there? When someone says something and they're like, don't take it personally, I think they need to be swiftly slapped in the face with some mermaid fins. Like, what other way is there to take something than personally? I mean, you know, come on. So I'm just drawing as I'm babbling on. Bit of a hip bone here. I want to get her a little bit, and I just want her to be she'll have to come off the paper, and if you want to see the fins, then I will have to let them come off the paper and back on again here maybe. I think we've got a scale issue here. Mermaid scales. But what I want to do is then fill her body with water. So I'm just going to take that line off. I'm just going to take that line off. This doesn't worry me. Your elbow is about at the waist, that's about her waist. This part of the arm is about the same. Well, it is. The elbow's in the middle. So we just want this part of the arm to be about the same width, and just getting a little bit of a hand. Can't draw today, so there we go. This will be going into the bust. Now, that was absolutely procrastinating just then. You just saw that in action. So I'm going to add water. Oh, I even had dirty water so you could hopefully see it, but even I can't see it. Hang on there. I just have to change angle. So I'm just putting water on the body. Body of water. In fact, maybe her arm needs to come out a bit more. I'll work that out as I go. Because then I thought it would be nice to just drop watercolor in there. Actually, maybe I'll drop INKredible inks in there. Let's see. Oh, oh, that is what I needed. That is what my soul was crying out for. Just dropping in a second colour. It's not going, when you drop the second colour in, it doesn't shoot across as much because the pigment's already pushed the water out of the way. It's just the way it works. But I can come in here, just drop a little drop. And then I'm just going to really let that sit. And I just want to create a seascape within my mermaid. And usually with this, the ink doesn't flood out beyond where you've put your water. I've used a soft brush, so it's not a really hard, clean line around the edge. If I want that, if I use a brush that's a little bit more specific, this one's softer. This one is the detailer, so this is that little travel one. Oh, so good. What I'm going to do is leave that little bit of white there, but I am going to bring this down and sketch with this. And I might do the same thing here. I haven't really worked out what's happening with her. But I'll work that out as we go. And again, rather than just, I might bring it over and leave a little bit of white space. So I've got these little, I don't know, little bits, and there's this bit here that's a bit fluffy, that's all right. Oh, and because you know how I'm into that other colourway, I'm going to put a little bit of water spirit in there. I'm just so in love with turquoise and olive, dank, damp olive green. It grounds these super bright colours. And I don't know, it just looks nice. So for brights to really sparkle, if they've got a bit of a neutral somewhere, it just looks great. And case in point, our eyes in amongst our skin, like if you're looking at a face with all the beautiful colour, but we are neutral human beings. We are the neutral part of that. So that helps the eye colour stand out. Now that is a big puddle down here of ink. So I'm just going to make a little paper towel finger, scoop that up a little, I don't want it to become lighter. I just don't want that big puddle of ink there. And I can even use this to spread that out a little. And then once you've, see how cute the little paper towel finger is? And then once this paper towel is totally full of colour, I could actually use this as a collage element too. Fill that bit there in, and then I might try and just absorb some of this. See how the ink is shooting up here? Oh, this is gorgeous. Maybe I might do it for her hair as well. Let's do it. Let's do her. Let's give her mermaid hair, body of water hair as well. So Oh, stop it right now. You have to do this. I'm telling you. You have to do this. This is so gorgeous. Oh, whoops. I don't think I'll be able to get rid of that. I'll just pop a bit of water on it. It just becomes background. That was just so much fun watching it happen. What happens if I introduce a bit of the green, just where these two areas meet? Also, I think the darker green was the way to go though. This is gorge. So again, this colour is called Water Spirit. It's from the Glitzy watercolor set. I've got three. There's the brights, the neutrals, and the glitzy. It's got two metallics in it. Oh, I love that. It's really like sea kelpy. So this is where I would come in with my detailer brush, just a different type of brush, and then I could never get that kind of detail from this. She's a free-spirited creature. This one is more analytical and organisational. I can be both things, but my paintbrushes can't. That's quite wise, really. And just adding some little loose hairs so that we can tell that it's hair and not a hat. Excuse me, Water Spirit, it's just poop green. It's just a colour on its own. You would just, if you made it by accident, you would be upset with yourself. But I'm telling you, little neutrals in amongst your brights just make the brights happier and sing even more beautifully because they've got something to bounce off. But I've got a little bit of a world happening here. I'm just going to steal a bit of this ink from here, and I'm going to give her some little scales on her face. Just playing. And this brush is so fine that it's gonna let me, because she is beautiful. Thank you. She's almost crying, these little scales. I might just dab that to make it a bit softer, and then I can come in with a darker colour. So I might come in, yeah, so I'm just getting her little eyelashes in again. Might add a little touch of warmth by adding a little bit of the Mystic Purple. I can just lighten that off a little. That's the beautiful thing of watercolor, just add a bit of water and you've got a new colour. I don't want it to all turn into lines, so I'm going to drag that out. And I might even bring that around here so it's like a little shadow. Oh, I like her. She's sort of mysterious. This is gorge. The combination of the soft brush and the detail brush, and then the ink is creeping up the lines but not making it all the way before it dries, and it's creeping up into the water I put down but not all the way. It's dried before it managed to get there. That's very interesting. I like it. I do want to add a little bit of soft colour to her cheeks. I think the easiest way to do that, or the most effective way, is probably with palette pastels, and it'll be just translucent. And I think the purple lips were nice from the Rihanna the other day. Just light, just to give them a little bit more oomph. I could do this with watercolor, but why use one art supply when you can use them all, right? And let's I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth with this. I gave her just a tiny hint of a smile. She was just looking a little bit. I can come in and give some detail into the body later if I wanted to, but maybe I don't really have to. I don't know if I want to actually. I might just give a tiny bit of extra detail with this little micron. So this is the micro 2 from my finishing line set. I can add some little tiny eyelashes and get this shape of her eye. Just add some little tiny details. Nothing too much. I want it to look fairly subtle, but I think I love her little rough tail. It looks very finish. I kind of love that. Okay, well, I think that is my response to the body of water. Let me come in and do a little close-up for you. Oh, I feel so much more settled now and grounded. Art is so important to us. Well, to me, to you, we know that. But look at what the watercolor and the INKredible inks are just doing on their own. I don't have to do anything. I just have to be the boss, put them down. Thank you for coming for this little swim down memory lane with me. I hope that you can forgive the not perfect quality of the footage, but I think it's clear enough for you to be able to see this, try this for yourself and enjoy it. And again, thank you just so much for being part of my journey and having this fun with me, doing live streams and now in these re-edited versions so that they can live on and be useful. Bye.